Hello all, and welcome to Tail Inferno, and welcome back to episode 4 of our playthrough of Dragon Age Origins. I'm super stoked that we've made it to episode 4. I'm super stoked that we're about to drink from the sippy cup. That's right, we are at the point here in this game that we have gone and gotten our vials of Darkspawn blood, we've gotten the treaties, we've met Morrigan, we've done all of that stuff, and we're back at the Ostagot camp, about to go and perform this joining ritual, which, for those who don't know, guess what? We're sipping from a sippy cup. That's what we're doing to join this. If you don't know, this is our story analysis playthrough. If you're up to episode 4, you probably are aware of what that means. But we're going from Dragon Age Origins all the way to the Veilguard. This is not my first time playing this game. This is probably my 100th time playing this game. Does not mean I'm any good at it, but it is one of my, if not my favourite series of video games. I absolutely love the story, and now that the Veilguard has come out and I've played that, there were some lore bombs that were dropped in that, and it was so cool. And so I thought it would be really, really awesome to, being the first video game playthrough on the Tail Inferno channel, to go from Dragon Age Origins to the Veilguard and really look at how we get there. How do we get to the Veilguard? Where do we begin? How do we get there? Can we already see the dots connecting right from the very beginning? It's been a really fun experience so far. There's already been so many things that we've looked at and seen, and the codexes that we've read. It's been so much fun. But without further ado, let's get right into this so that we can sip from this damn cup and actually become a Grey Warden. Let's do it. Alrighty, so I've had this dog yapping. Actually, before we get into it, I did mention at the end of my last video that I would show you the keychain that I have. And I wanted to note, I noticed that in the little subtitle I put at the end of the video when I referenced Before we get into the playthrough, I really wanted to show the keychain that I mentioned at the end of my last video. I also wanted to reference as well the subtitle I put that referenced the artist who made these keychains, I should say. I spelled it wrong, I missed a letter, and that is totally my fault. So I'll write it down properly right now on the screen. It should be there. But these keychains are really, really cool. And I also noticed in my video I had them upside down. That is totally on me, and that's a huge skill issue. But this is the Morrigan one that I have. So it says Morrigan disapproves and Morrigan approves. So this exists on my work bag, so my backpack. It's the backpack I take everywhere with me pretty much. So I have that dangling on that, and as I mentioned in my last video, I have one for Varric and I have one for Cullen on my phone. So really, really cool. Apologies, I got the name of the artist wrong by missing a letter, I believe, but yes, as I mentioned, I've had it on the screen. I'll show it again now, because why not? Here it is. Bada, bada, badum, bada, bing. With that all said, let's go ahead and sip from the sippy cup, as I mentioned. There's a few things we have to do first, I'm pretty sure, such as saving the dog. You wouldn't have anything to say.
Loge may not think much of the Grey Wardens, but the king was wise to bring you here.
No. There's a few things I need to check before I speak to Duncan, including this dog.
The Mabari's stable for now, but not improving. Unless I get that herb I told you about, there's not much hope.
Is this the Oh, good start. Seems to be, even in the last episode, just words were not coming to me as well as they should have been. I swear I can read. Is this the flower you're looking for?
Let me see. Yeah, that's exactly it. Wonderful. Give me a moment and I'll make this into an ointment. He looks better already. I'm sure he'd thank you himself if he could.
Long before there's an improvement, what will happen to him now? I prefer thanks in the form of payment. Nah. How long before there's an improvement?
A day, maybe 2. There's enough ointment for him to make a full recovery. Why not come back after the battle? Perhaps we can see about imprinting him on you.
Do you think that's possible?
Maybe. It's likely he understands you're responsible for curing him. Mabari are at least as smart as your average tax collector. Come back after the battle and just... take another look.
Woo! I have had a thought about what I'm going to call my Barbari. If we get to it in this episode, you'll find out when we get there. If we don't get to that point in this episode, you'll just have to wait until the next. But I have a pretty good idea of what I'm going to be naming my Mabari friend. Can I talk to you? No. So excited about you becoming one of my mates. One of my companions.
The Mabari's responding well. As I said, come back after the battle's done. He's bound to be livelier then.
Okay. Alrighty. There was also this guy. Yep, you're gone. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I've still got the poop encrusted key. Give. Yeah, it wasn't anything super exciting, but good to have because I absolutely ran through all of my... Success? Ran through all of my health potions and stuff. Probably a good opportunity to do some selling as well, so give me one moment to do some inventory management. Alrighty, inventory all sorted. Things have been sold. I am rolling in the dollars. Not really, but, you know, so it goes. Oh, do you have anything new to say?
Welcome, young woman.
Welcome. I'm pretty sure I've gone through these questions, but... yeah, I probably have. Anything from you, Wynne?
Back again? Don't the Grey Wardens need you? Off you go. I have preparations to make for the battle, and I won't be distracted.
Okay. Can I go stand with the mages now? Where'd they go? They're probably down, ready to fight. And they're not doing their bloody... fade walking or whatever that kind of dance was supposed to be. I think that's all. Is there something sparkling back there that I didn't see before? I swear I saw something sparkling just then. I don't think there's anything else I need to do. No, let's drink from this damn sippy cup, shall we? Let's become a true blue... oh, hang on. You can see I have been playing around with my weapons. I am a archer, but I have got some good daggers just in case. I do maybe want to try doing the dual wielding from time to time if I get stuck. Alright, Daddy Duncan, let's do this.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful?
Mm-hmm. We have.
Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
Now will tell us what this ritual is about. Maybe we should tell you about Morrigan and her mother. And what if we have second thoughts? I am ready. I think she'll say number one. Now will you tell us what this ritual is about?
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
I have no problem facing what is to come. Is that why the joining is so secret? You're saying this ritual can kill us? I've come this far. I want to see it through. No, she wouldn't say 4. I have no problem facing what is to come.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
Calm down. There's nothing we can do about it now. I don't like this any more than you do. I swear I'm the bravest one here and I'm a woman. Are all human. I think she'll say 4 because I don't quite like, while yes, 3 is a nice little snappy little answer. I don't think that's what she'd be thinking. I think she'd be thinking 4, which is, are all humans such cowards?
I only know that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
You sound
Would
like an
you
idiot.
have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight.
See, Davith makes all the right points in this. So Jory needs to just not be Jory. I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the blight. Will you both shut up? That's a horrible thing to say, but we don't know that, Davith. You make a good one. Will you both shut up?
Yes, Sir Knight. Try not to wet your trousers until the ritual starts.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
Let's get on with it then. Those who survive, and if we're not sure about that, let's get on with it then.
We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
Davith, step forward.
It's really unfortunate that he doesn't make it. I like Davith as a character.
Maker's breath.
I am sorry, Davith. Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child.
There is
Had I
no
known...
turning back.
No, you ask too much. There is no glory in this.
Go get him, Duncan.
I am sorry. But the joining is not yet complete.
See ya. That's a whole lot of blood, dude.
You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good.
Oh, I wonder if I'll survive.
From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden.
Rawr.
It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths.
Jeez.
In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel?
Can you imagine, like, similar to what I've mentioned before, where, like, if you could, like, you know, you, like, maybe based on the choices that you make in your origin, or choices you make around the camp, or whatever it is, you actually don't survive and you have to pick another origin or something like that. That would be so funny, but anyway, no. Of course, being the main character, we survive and we become a Grey Warden. And not just that, the Grey Warden. We will become the hero for Ferelden. Okay. Alright, it's over. I'm fine. I still can't believe you killed Sir Jory. You know what? I wish there was an option. Thank you for doing that. Nothing you said prepared me for that. The pain, that was unbelievable. I think she'd just say it's over. I'm fine.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king.
What kind of meeting?
The king is discussing strategy for the upcoming battle. I am not sure why he has requested your presence. The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
It's because I'm so pretty. Okay, alright, well they skedaddle off. I don't think she would care too much about remembering those who did not survive that. Not because we don't like Sir Jory, but because she doesn't really care much for humans. If there was another Dalish elf there, she'd be absolutely devastated if they didn't make it through. Okay, we've got a level up, so let's sort that out, shall we? Level 5. Oh, we've got 4 points? Did we level up twice? Did I miss a level up? What level were we up to before? Oh, geez, that would have been annoying for everybody if that was the case. Okay, alrighty. It would be 6 point. Oh, anyway, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm assuming it's because I have become a Grey Warden. So let's bump one into Cunning, one into Dexterity. We'll stick one into Constitution for health. Willpower is Stamina. Or do I go for Strength? It is nearly as critical for rogues. Oops, sorry. Yep, that's my knee into the desk. Let's more dexterity. Okay, so that's right. I didn't go up one for that, did I? So in the other one, but that's fine. I think we are going to get... I'm tempted to get something in dual wielding just so that I've got it in case I go into dual wielding, like do some dual wielding. I know that's a bit silly, but I also know that we level up a lot and we'll go through a lot of points, like we'll need to select a lot of talents. So I'm tempted to get combat movement and something that will make it, put something in this so I'm better at it. So dual weapon training. The character has become more proficient fighting with 2 weapons and now deals closer to normal damage bonus with the offhand weapon. Good gracious me. Dual striking, it is sustained. When in this mode, the character strikes with both weapons simultaneously. Attacks cause more damage, but the character cannot inflict regular critical hits. So that's similar to one of these. I think it's this. Yeah. Alright. Dual weapon sweep. The character sweeps both weapons in a broad forward arc, striking nearby enemies with one or both weapons and inflicting significantly more damage than usual. I think we'll do dual weapon training just so that if I do switch over to dual wielding at any point in a combat situation that I'm more proficient with 2 weapons. Maybe I'll miss less than I do with bloody archery. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, let's see. Now that that's done, we might as well progress further. We've already grabbed the stuff out of the... I keep pressing all the wrong buttons. Did that automatically give me the Warden's Oath? What does that give me? More Constitution! Yes. Thank you. Who needs the heirloom necklace? Who cares? Anyway, onwards. I've done everything, right? There shouldn't be anything else kicking off around here. No. Let's get this going then, shall we?
Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Kalen. The Darkspawn Horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the recruit I met earlier on the road? I understand congratulations are in order.
I think that's an interesting piece of dialogue talking about like Marek and the Orlesians and stuff like that, because I feel like Marek as a character, particularly in the Calling book, he, in this situation, because Marek was there for, in that narrative in the Calling, you know, he sees a lot of terrible things from a Darkspawn perspective and a Grey Warden perspective, obviously. So he sees a lot of stuff that would probably sway him more to considering support, or more support from a blight situation. So having Loghain say like, "Oh God, you know, Marek would be turning in his grave," at the idea of bringing the Orlesians in to support us in battle, I actually don't think, I mean, yes, I don't think, you know, prior to the Calling book timeline, Marek probably wouldn't, but even so, like, that whole alliance talk, you know, there probably would have been something in that for Marek to consider. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Loghain's not going to change. Loghain absolutely hates the Orlesians, all for very good reason, from what's in the Stolen Throne, but also, look at him. Look at that character, creation, bloody... You can't play this game without thinking, when you first see him, that he's not evil. Because, look, he has to be evil. Anyway, whatever. Thank you, Your Majesty. I didn't have a choice, really. I don't feel that special. I didn't have a choice, really.
I suppose none of us do. But every Grey Warden is needed.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Cailan. We must attend to reality.
Fine. Speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from cover.
To flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
I'm pretty sure, if as we would have seen in the previous episode, when you go to the Tower of Ishal and you talk to the guy that's there at the front, he talks about the fact that, you know, that there's like holes under, or they're tunneling or something like that. So it kind of feels like it's set up for the tower to never be lighted anyway. Or lighted? Terrible English. It was awful. To be lit. So Loghain being like, "Oh, we've got people there. I've got my men there. They'll light it. It's all well and good. It's an important task." "I'll do my best, Your Majesty. You mean I won't be fighting in the battle? I refuse to be sent on an errand. If it's not dangerous, I can do it myself." I refuse to be sent on an errand. I think it's what she would say.
We need the beacon. Without it, Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
You see? Glory for everyone.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Loghain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty,
The tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
mage...
trust any lives to your spells, mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough. This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Loghain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Galen. A glorious moment for us all.
Evil! Evil!
You heard the plan. You and Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Tern Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
Where is the Tower of Ishal? I agree with Alistair. Stop your whining, we have an important job. Where is the tower? Well, I don't think I'm going to get a codex entry from this question. I know where the Tower of Ishal is, because we walked there and we spoke to the person who wouldn't let us in. So, Amara's many things, she's not an idiot. I agree with Alistair, we should be in the battle. Stop your whining, we have an important job. I'm half-half on 3 and 4. 1, because I think Amara would prefer to be in the battle. She didn't want to be sent on this errand. But 4 means that she's not agreeing with a human. She's just telling someone that we have an important job to do. Does it clash with her being unhappy about getting thrown or sent on an errand? Sure. But I think she would stop your whining, because she hates people. She hates humans. She's not going to agree with Alistair. God, hell will freeze over first before she agrees with any human.
We must do whatever it takes to destroy the Darkspawn, exciting or no.
I get it. Just so you know, if the King ever asks me to put on a dress and dance the Remigold, I'm drawing the line. Darkspawn or no.
Way to take a stand, Alistair. I think I'd like to see that. You have some odd ideas about the King. I don't know. That could be a great distraction. Way to take a stand. I think I'd like to see that. I don't think she'd like to see anything, to be honest. You have some odd ideas about the King. I don't know. That could be a great distraction. Yeah, I think she'd say 4. I don't know, that could be a great distraction.
Me shimmying down the Darkspawn line? Sure. We could kill them while they roll around laughing.
The tower is on the other side of the gorge from the King's camp, the way we came when we arrived. You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley.
Yep, when do we light the beacon?
We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for.
What does it even mean? Do we even see anything that would suggest a signal? Or do we... I don't think we do. Because I think we get up there. Because obviously we fight Darkspawn when we get there. Can we join the battle afterwards? What if the Archdemon appears? How much... can we join the battle afterwards?
Stay with the Terran's men and guard the tower. If you are needed, we will send word.
Alright. What if the Archdemon appears?
We soil our drawers, that's what.
If it does, leave it to us. I want no heroics from either of you.
How much time do we have?
The battle is about to begin. Once I leave, move quickly. You'll have less than an hour.
Are we in an... you have less than an hour. I know that this isn't timed, but I think it would be really cool if it was. Because if you did, for whatever reason, take longer than an hour, it would be awesome if it just gave you like a game over or something like that. Are we in any danger?
Of course. Even the best laid plans go awry. So do what you must. I trust you both.
Just not enough to actually fight with the rest of you.
There will be plenty of battles, Alistair. Be patient.
I know what I have to do.
Then I must join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan, may the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
May he watch over us all. Alistair disapproves, -5. So we begin the disapproval. Alright, Alistair, you have got Oh, yep, of course. The Tower of Ishal. Light the beacon at the top of the Tower of Ishal. King Kaelin has asked you and Alistair to light the beacon to signal when the Darkspawn Horde have committed themselves to the battle. 10 Logain's men will then charge the Horde's flank. Noise, noise, noise. Alistair, time to level you up. Well, you'll need strength, that's right. So he's got the Templar specialization. So the specialization bonus for a Templar is +2 magic, +3 mental resistance. Mages who refuse the Circle's control become apostates and live in fear of a Templar's powers. The ability to dispel and resist magic. As servants of the Chantry, the Templars have been the most effective means of controlling the spread and use of arcane power for centuries. We'll have a look at the other specializations when we get to that point. But first, we need to give you some points. I will give you strength. Give you 2 strength and 1 constitution. Alright, so you've got powerful. As a passive, through training and hard work, the warrior has gained greater health and reduced the fatigue penalty for wearing armor. You've got righteous strike, which Templars are enforcers specifically chosen to control mages and slay abominations. Each of the Templars' melee hits against an enemy spellcaster drains its mana. You're not a dual wielder, you are a weapon and shield. So you've got shield bash. The character shield bashes a target, dealing normal damage as well as knocking the target off its feet unless it passes a physical resistance check. Shield mastery doubles the strength bonus for this attack. You've also got shield pummel, which the character follows up an attack with 2 hits from the shield, dealing normal damage with each attack. If the target fails a physical resistance check, it is stunned. Shield mastery doubles the character's strength bonus for each strike. You've also got shield block, which is passive, so practice fighting with a shield improves the character's guard. Enemies can no longer flank the character on the shield carrying side and shield cover. While in this mode, the warrior's shield provides a greater chance of deflecting missile attacks. Shield mastery increases this bonus further. Cool. So, do we give you shield defense? While this mode is active, the character drops into a defensive stance that favors the shield, gaining a bonus to defense and an increased chance to shrug off missile attacks, but taking a penalty to attack. Oh, I don't like that. With shield balance, the attack penalty is reduced. With shield expertise, the defense bonus increases. With shield mastery, the defense bonus increases further. So the attack penalty is reduced. Okay, so you basically go back up to here straight away. Well, when you can, and the character has learned to compensate for the weight of a shield in combat and no longer suffers an attack penalty while using shield defense. We've also got precise striking. The warrior tries to make each attack count, sacrificing attack speed for a bonus to attack as an increased chance to score critical hits for as long as this mode is active. Or threaten. The warrior adopts a challenging posture that increases enemy hostility with each melee attack, drawing them away from other allies while this mode is active. That might be good for me, to keep them well away from me. So I think I'm going to get you to do threaten, because I think, yeah, death blow is a good one to have. So yeah, I'll get threaten. Yeah, let's do that. I'm happy with that. Cool. Alrighty, you got anything to say?
Let's just get to the tower. It may not be the most glamorous job, but we'd best not dawdle.
Okay. I swear sometimes I click on the button and it just like freezes and it freaks me the hell out. So that's why sometimes there'll be moments where I just kind of go, oh my god, what the hell's going on? I have clicked a button and something is not happening and I'm freaking out, but we're all good. I don't think I need to sell anything because I haven't really picked anything up. I didn't by any chance get anything of Sir Jory's or anything like that. I did. Well, let's get rid of them then. I didn't realise I'd get all of their stuff that I never wanted and never got. Are you there, sir? He's not even here. You get the stuff and too bad, so sad, that's it. I probably should have checked that before. I know, does not matter. I have plenty of space and if not, I'll just drop them. So it goes. Time for one of the best cutscenes in this game. Let's go.
The plan will work, Your Majesty.
Of course it will. The Blight ends here.
Archers! Hounds! For Ferelden!
Oh, well, sorry, there's your tower gone.
Let's cross the bridge and get to the Tower of Ishal.
It wasn't that tower, was it, that just got smashed? It would be so funny if it did. Like, how are you supposed to do it then? But anyway, no. Alright, onwards. Let's see how many times we get hit.
There!
Where is it? There it is. There!
Glorious!
Bam. Wham, bam.
Glorious!
Glorious!
Push them back! A word. A word.
Oh, a word?
How about you?
What the hell was that about?
Let's just get to the tower. It may not be the most glamorous job,
I
but we
feel
can-
like some of the dialogue might be a little bit glitchy there. It's also really
Help me.
uncomfortably
They're everywhere.
quiet.
They've taken you.
Oh.
You're Grey Wardens, aren't you? The tower. It's been taken.
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
The Darkspawn came up through the lower chambers. They're everywhere. Most of our men are dead.
Then we have to get to the beacon and light it ourselves.
Like we were always going to do. Hey, we've got a mage in the party!
What do we do now?
Hey, let's go. Is there... I think we'd be fine. Okay. I don't think there's anything I need to... I don't think there's any new chests, for example. Alright, let's go. I got some more arrows. Like fire arrows. So hopefully I don't miss too many times with this. There we go. Let's get him.
Alright, I'm game.
Oh.
Yes. And I'm on.
I should probably be keeping an eye on some people's health, eh? Everyone's fine. I'm fine. You're fine. We're all fine. Nicely done. Oh, you've even given us fire.
And that.
And I'm off.
Weapons. Sick. Nice. Alright, well done, everyone. Well done, lads. Give me that death root. I feel like there's supposed to be music right now and I'm not getting it. Oh well, so it goes. I hope you enjoy the...
We must get to the top of the tower.
Am I getting... Yeah, okay, no, there is definitely sound. Okay, no, there is still sound. Okay. That was strange. Just, it seems so quiet. I'll just grab all of these. Thank you, thank you. Give me all your health poultices and all your stuff. Please and thanks. Alrighty, anything up here? No? Do I get bonuses as an archer if I'm up high? Getting the high ground, you know, like in Baldur's Gate? Yes, no, maybe? Alright. Let's go! I missed.
Oh! All right.
Let's go.
That won't stop me. Going.
This is it!
Yes.
I have to keep remembering that I have to press a button to attack. 42? Was that me? I hope so. That'd be cool. Did I really do that? I don't think I did. That seems a bit too much for the likes of me. Ah! Mate! Just a dude hanging out by the fire. It's fine. My enemies are done.
And that.
Oh shit, dude! What do you mean you were up there?
I'm off.
Okay, well, I lost the mage, I guess. LOL.
I'm game. Going. Yes.
Come on. Oh, my wordy lordy. Heal yourself, my man.
Ankle.
I'm off.
Alright, okay. Bugger right off, my guy.
Going.
Oh, thank you, Tower Guard. Where the hell did the mage go? What? I'm not going to give you an injury kit because why would I? You're not one of my people. Really, you're not like a companion. I'm so glad someone
Stand
lived.
fast. We fight for Ferelden.
Yes! Well done. Dun 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 dun. I feel like there should be some form of music or some kind of noise. It is concerning me a little bit. Anyway, into the Tower of Ishal, please. How about now? Any music now, by any chance? Do I also get fire weapons? Yeah, it must do, so I must just always have fire arrows. That's nice.
Oh, right. Don't look now.
Oh! Wait! Wait! Everyone stop! Stop!
Yes.
Now where's the magic man?
Oh, right.
Did I detect another trap?
And I'm off. Going.
Alright. I'm getting someone who is a... Jeez Louise. Get the emissary, I guess.
Yes.
Jesus! Please heal. What's going on?
Oh,
You,
right.
sir! Alright. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be music, so just give me a moment. I am going to save. I'm going to quit. I'm going to reload back in because this is really quiet. And usually there's some kind of like battle music, and this is just giving me the creeps because it's so quiet. So give me a minute. Alrighty, we are back after those technical issues. I had to do a full restart of the Xbox because that's what Google told me to do after I tried to turn it off. I turned the game off and anyway, I can already hear sound. So Already much better. Let's hope we get some music playing in these fights so it's not awkward as anything with the silence. Onwards. Alrighty, let's go. Watch it break again soon, anyway. It's kind of I don't think I've ever experienced that before when playing this game, so, you know. Something new for everyone. Where are you going, sir? Don't just start running. You are probably the weakest link.
Never any shortage of these.
There we go. This is what we've been waiting for. Oh my god, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. Okay, this is... Ooh, wrong one. Ooh. Guess what? We're bringing the daggers out! Let's go. Get some backstabs in. Get behind him. Get some backstabs in. Nice. I totally know my controls too, as you can tell. Goodness gracious me. Oh, and it takes a little bit for the game to remember that when I change my my weapons, I should be able to move straight after. This is a beautiful show of technical difficulties, as seen by Charlotte of Tail Inferno. Alrighty. Sparkle, sparkle. Sparkle, sparkle. Ooh, a silver bracelet or bracelet. That was a joke. Seems like that's the hole they came from. Am I going to get behind them? Isn't there supposed to be heaps? What are these goddamn... Where the hell are they all? Have I just gone in a big circle? Where the hell am I? Who am I? Oh, I went that way? What the... how am I lost? Am I getting my locations confused? All possible. That's where I came from. Why am I thinking this is different? Why do I think there should be big ballistas? Is that in a different room? Am I getting confused? Am I... Who am I?
Yes.
Oh god. As I suspected, I don't think I'm the one doing the 41. Oh shit. Why would I aim at the tower guard?
Let's make this quick.
Wow, I really like to miss. I did alright with the daggers actually. That was pretty impressive. But anyway. Second floor? I still thought that there had to be ballistas. Are they on the second floor? Must be.
Maker's breath. What are these Darkspawn doing ahead of the rest of the Horde? There wasn't supposed to be any resistance here.
When you're complaining that you wouldn't get to fight, there's no point moaning about it. We have fighting to do. You could try telling them they're in the wrong place. She wouldn't make a joke of this. She's not going to be funny, haha. Weren't you complaining that you wouldn't get to fight?
Hey, you're right. I guess there is a silver lining here if you think about it. At any rate, we need to hurry. We need to get up to the top of the tower and light the signal fire in time. Tyron Loghain will be waiting for the signal.
Is this what I'm thinking of? Was I getting ahead of myself? I think I was getting ahead of myself. Okay, that's alright. That's fine. I was just very confused. I'm old and confused. Yes, this is what I was thinking of. I was getting way ahead of myself. That's fine. Happens to the best of us. Pretty sick. Alright. Let's fucking fight.
Never any shortage of these ones. I don't think so.
Well, oh, I was gonna dirty fight, but that's fine. I don't have to. Okay. I kind of want to pip them off one by one, if you understand that, if you can get that, if you can fill me on that, if you're picking up what I am putting down. Discarded book! That's right, the history of the Chantry, chapter 1. Alright, we're getting codexes for our reading time later.
Done, naturally.
Done naturally. Alright, where's this ballista that I can shoot off?
Some darkspawn.
Wabam! Wablooey! Wablam! Wablooey! Wablam! I think that's it. I think I'm good. Oh, no. I'd like to fight, please. Oh my god. Can you leave the mage alone, please? Oh god. No thanks. Jesus, I'm really good at hitting the ballista. I'm sure I just hit one of my own people too. Oh my god! Circle Mage Man! Watch out! I just got absolute smacked in the face by... Oh, hang on. Oi! You!
And I'm off.
Yeah, anyway, I absolutely ate that cone of fire. I imagine that's what that was. Absolutely ate that. Yum, 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 right in the face. I don't think I'm doing too badly combat-wise. I feel like I'm doing okay for a build I've not done before in this game. But let's see how we go. Hopefully y'all at home are not screaming at the TV or your phone or wherever you're watching this from, going, oh my gosh, do you not know that you can do this? You can keep your opinions to yourself. I'm having a great time. I think I'm doing okay. As long as my character can stop missing, that would be awesome.
I sense some darkspawn.
Oh, I sense some darkspawn. I'm glad that friendly fire doesn't extend to like archery, like where I am placed right now. I'm not just constantly shooting the mage in the back right now.
There's so many.
There's so many. Nah, we're right.
Nice try.
Oh, we're missing. I think I'm getting there. I don't think I'm doing too bad. Scale armor, sure, we'll take that. I think that would be better than split mail, maybe? Hey, Alistair, I might have an upgrade of clothes for you, sir. Let's check it out. Have I picked up anything for me? I have! Ooh, an Ash Tier 2 longbow. Doesn't have rapid aim like this one does, so that probably means I'll miss even more. A tall bow made for firing over great distances. Yeah, I'll equip that. Nice. What else do we have here that I've picked up that is any better than this? This is better. It has a little bit more fatigue, but more armor. Tier 2. Cured hide. Yeah, sure. Equip that, please. Oh, sick! I'm no longer showing off my belly. Nice. Nice! Okay. Are these better too? They most certainly are. I am going to lose my dexterity, which isn't any good, though. Is it worth it? The rivets and studs form curious patterns across the leather. When equipped in a set with studded leather armor and boots, the character gains bonus to armor. I don't have any... I do. Okay, hang on. I can get... Oh, I'm going to lose 3 defense as well? Is it worth it? Let's pop them on and see what happens, because I'll get a bonus. And I'll look fashionable because it all looks right, you know? The important stuff. And Alistair, let's see. You don't do two-handed. It's two-handed as well. Large darkspawn shield? Nope, that's still not good as that. That's the same. It's got better missile deflection. Bigger fatigue. You can put that on. And scale boots. Oh, no, they're not as good. Okay, that tells me all I need to know about that then. Well, then that's just fine. And then these guys can just accept what they're wearing. That's fine. Cool. What do you have, Sir Mage? You've got Arcane Bolt, Flame Armors, you've got that, you've got Lightning Bolt and Cone of Cold. Oh, you've also got Paralyze. Alright, and then your sustained abilities. You've also got Arcane Shield. How much is that going to take off you if I give you that? Oh, that's fine. I'd prefer you to have that on, sir, because I feel like you'll need it. Okay. Alrighty, up to level 3, which I believe is where we're going to find the ogre. Have we gotten that far already? Am I, again, going too fast for myself? I might be.
Loghain better be ready to charge as soon as we light the signal. The king is depending on us.
That he is. Pile of bones. Look at all this meat. I don't think I'm at the top 4. Oh, nope, I most certainly am not.
And I'm off.
Come on.
Yes.
Please fight. Oh, there were people hiding behind there. Bastards.
Going.
There we go.
I am keeping an eye on... Stop it. I also would like that cone of fire to bugger off from me.
Yes.
I'm not a fan. I'm aware that if I go to a not as hard difficulty, not as hard difficulty, not as high of a difficulty, I don't have to worry about friendly fire, but isn't that all just part of the fun and games? I like the fact that when you get to the later games, AoE attacks don't have friendly fire, because that makes it a whole lot easier, but I can understand why others may not like that. Level up. Okay. We've just lost some dexterity, so we're going to pop 2 into dexterity. Oh, okay. We are going to go up to combat training because I feel like I need it. Alrighty. I feel like I've only got the one activated ability for archery. Do we get any cool super strong stuff? Yeah, it generates an automatic critical hit. Nice. That's what I want. Arrow of Slaying. Yes, please. So pretty much everything in this line is an activated thing. Okay, alright. Crippling Shot. This is the one that reduces attack and defense, that's right. But it only inflicts normal damage. That's fine. I reckon we'll grab this guy then. Let's do it. Nice. It's there. Remember, we have this option too. Weapon stand. Thank you. Are you? Hang on. Is that even better than Ash? Oop! It most certainly is. Well, I'll take that, thank you. 7.20. Longer range, better armor penetration. Well, here's hoping. I don't keep missing. It'd be good to see those stats.
Going.
Let's go. Good start. Okay, sir. Alright. Bugger off.
How amusing.
Oh, yay. Terrified of you using bloody cone of fire on me, sir.
Cut them down.
I did it. I used that attack.
Yes.
Right.
Let's go. Let's go.
To fight.
I need some help here.
Do you? I think you're doing just fine. Oh, did we get taunted or shouted at? Did I get feared? Bark bark. I don't know if the dogs help me or not. They probably do. They're Mabari, right? They're not going to kill me.
Success.
Success. Ooh, war paint of the wolfhound. I wonder who that will be for. I'm clearly not putting war paint of the wolfhound on me. Go get 'em, dogs! Probably would have been fun to do when there were darkspawn around. Anyway, so it goes. I wish you could pat them. Such a cute little Mabari. Oh. Come out here. Where the dogs are. God, they open it. Hey, dogs. You want to fight them?
Right.
Everyone's doing fine. Everyone's doing fine. I just keep missing. I've got this awesome bow. And I ain't doing anything with it.
Oh, right.
Miss. Miss.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Ay, ay, ay is all I have to say about that. Maybe one day I will get to the end of this game and I'll be such an OP archer. No one will know what hit them. I'm so glad that there's noise. I would have also been really pissed off if I hadn't done what I needed to do to fix the sound, because as I mentioned in the last episode, I really enjoy listening to the soundtracks of these games and video games in general, and the Fight with an Ogre is its own song on the soundtrack, which is very
How amusing.
it's very identifiable, let's just put it that way. It's got like a particular sound. Something like that. Doesn't sound like that at all. You'll know what I mean when we get there. It's like ba-da-ding, ba-da-ding, ba-da-ding.
Moving on.
Yes, moving on. That I agree, Amara. Let's move on from what I was trying to say there. Alright. Okay, Alistair, I'll be right with you. Alright, Alistair. Let's level you up. Oh, let's give you some strength, let's give you some dex, let's give you some constitution. Yeah, let's get you to steal. I'm going to give you combat tactics, because this is important. And I also want you to do that on your own, thank you. Not the greatest at combat tactics, but I'll certainly give it a go. I'll give you precise striking, I think. That's important. Cool. Alright. Nice. There we go. Any more sparklies? Are we good? Right, I know it will autosave when we get up there, but I'm going to do a quick safety save myself. Just in cases. Alrighty, top floor. Yum. Munch, 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 munch. I think the song's called To Fight an Ogre. Probably wrong.
And I'm off.
You'll know what I mean when we get to that part of the song. Get him, get him. Don't get hit! Can I do this? Yes. Ha ha ha. Not for very long though. Well, we might kill him before it gets to the bit in the song.
And I'm off. Oh.
We are!
Better than that. And I'm off.
You guys are... You guys don't get to hear what I was trying to talk about. Nicely done, Alistair. Oh, that's unfortunate. That was really quickly done. I think I did great as an archer on that, thank you very much. There it is. That's the bit.
The beacon is over here. We've surely missed the signal. Let's light it quickly before it's too late.
Okay, alright. I was too busy talking for you probably to hear some of that, but right there, that like bit that goes up and up in the music, it makes it unique when you hear it. Let's just say, like when it comes up in the soundtrack list and you're just listening and you hear it, you know exactly what it is. And when I first played this game and I heard that in the background, it was just so noticeable. So anyway, that's my little thing for the day. Harvard's Aegis. Alright, that's for later. We got some good stuff in that. Tribal necklace and a fancy vase. I'll be right with you to light that up. I know it's important. I know we need to do it as soon as possible, my dude. We'll be right there. I'm just looking for some sparklies. You know how it be. You know how it do. Okay. Very quickly. What did we pick up? A Darkspawn dagger. Is there any better? Oh, hang on. I don't know. Is it any better? Oh, it's got -1 dexterity. Why would you bother? I don't think there is anything else of interest for me. What about for you, sir? Nope. 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 Metal shield? No. Warden recruit? No. Large darks? No. Harvard's Aegis? Yeah. We will, because it's got stuff on it. A terrible blow scarred the face of this plain wooden shield long ago, but there is a strength and presence to the shield, and it seems almost to glow with a light of its own. Ooh. Well, there you go. Something new, something fun. This is probably better, but huge amount of fatigue. Is it worth it? Let me work it. Not the Dalish armor. I don't ever truly understand fatigue. I'd be interested to know in the comments if people can explain to me in like layman's terms what it really does, because I've not necessarily noticed it in other games, like in other playthroughs of it being such a big deal. But happy to suggest otherwise or hear otherwise. The links are knit in the 18-1 pattern of King's Mail when equipped in a set with heavy chainmail up. If equipped in a set, the character spells or talents cost less to activate. Alright, well, we're going to give you that. Please. Look at you in that beautiful outfit. Wonderful. Nice. Okay. We're going to do another safety save. Okay, let's do this. Look at this big puddle of blood that it left, but the corpse has disappeared.
The beacon is over here. We've surely missed the signal. Let's light it quickly before it's too late.
Can you imagine if they hadn't missed the signal? And they're just like, still, like, they're not at that point yet? That would be so incredibly funny to me. Anyway, let's light the beacon! Alright. Time for some sads.
Sound
The retreat.
But what about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
Ay, ay, ay. Rip. Nice, Duncan. Big sads. Oh, hello. Oh, hello.
Eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased.
Oh, my favourite lady. Very happy to wake up here. Thank you very much. What happened to the Darkspawn? I remember you, the girl from the wilds. Yes, where am I? I remember you, the girl from the wilds.
I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and we are in the wilds, where I am bandaging your wounds. You are welcome, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue?
Wait, what happened to the army, to the king? I remember being overwhelmed by Darkspawn. She rescued me, you mean from the tower? What would she do? What's her priority? Probably not the king, because it's not her king. She rescued me, you mean from the tower?
Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
My friend, you mean Alistair? What happened to the Grey Wardens and the King? Neither am I. This is horrible. I need to get out of here. I want this to sound like angry, if that makes sense. Like, my friend, you mean Alistair? Like, as if he would be my friend. But I need to get out of here. Oh, excuse me, bubbly drinks. The I need to get out of here option maybe seems a bit more appropriate for her. Like, no, we'll go this. But it's in the context of her correcting Morrigan, like, you know, my friend, you mean Alistair. Like, she's not referring to him as her friend. She's just getting clarification on that.
The suspicious dim-witted one who was with you before, yes. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
I will go then. Why does your mother want to see me? When my injury is severe, I have some questions if you don't mind. Thank you for helping me, Morrigan. Why does your mother want to see me?
I do not know. She rarely tells me her plans.
When my injury is severe?
Yes, but I expect you shall be fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal.
Would she ask? She wouldn't care. And so I'm not going to ask the question. So it goes. Alistair better be fine. I have some questions if you don't mind.
I do not mind. Take your time.
Are we safe here? Where are the Darkspawn?
We are safe for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the Darkspawn away. Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it.
Mother's magic keeps them at bay. Really interesting when you know that she's Mythal, because she was part of the whole beginning of the Blight. So I wonder if that's the magic that they're referring to there, which is an interesting little callback or a little interesting little piece of lore there. Why did your mother save us?
I wonder at that myself, but she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she could reach. I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you.
Thanks a lot. Much, much higher. Coin is important here. I think she'd just say thanks a lot.
I am only being practical.
How did she manage to rescue us exactly?
She turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you.
I'd say she was a dragon instead, because she can do that. We know that. Are there any survivors besides us?
Only stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now.
You're right. I wouldn't.
Suit yourself.
Why did Turn Loghain abandon the king?
I do not know who this Loghain even is. Perhaps ask Mother of it.
I think I've asked enough questions.
I agree. 'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
Yes. Alrighty, we've got some new codexes. We've got codexes that are updated. Let's check out this the chest. Thank you, Morrigan. I'm just going to steal some stuff while I'm here. While I'm here.
Are you daft?
Oh, well, okay. Okay.
You must speak to Mother, then be gone. You have an army of Darkspawn to avoid, and 'twould be best to get an early start.
Oh, I will go then.
I will stay and make something to eat.
Oh, you are so well, we are so close. I was going to say you are so beautiful. Anyway. Alrighty. Let's go check on Alistair, shall we?
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
Oh, you won't be happy for very long. I have a feeling you're going to really disapprove of a lot of the things I'm going to do. I have a feeling I might not be able to travel with him much with that in mind as well. I have a feeling, usually because I romance Alistair every single playthrough, I have him in my party all the time. I'm thinking because of the fact that Amara doesn't like humans and they're not going to get along. I have a feeling I might actually have Sten or even Ogren in my party more. Probably. We'll see how it goes. I'm not thanks to Morrigan's mother. Afraid you were going to be left alone. I'm fine. I appreciate your concern. It takes more than a few Darkspawn to kill me. Yes. I know that saying this is really rough in the circumstances, but this is what she's going to say anyway.
Duncan's dead. The Grey Wardens. Even the King. They're all dead. Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
She's also Mythal! Let me blow your mind right now. Who cares what she is? We need to do something now. Why? So why did you save us? If you're Flemeth, you must be very old and powerful. We can't be safe here. Where are all the Darkspawn? I suppose we should thank you. Would Dalish elves know the story of Flemeth? Do they? I don't know. If I would suggest not. So that probably doesn't suit this situation. Why did you save us? Who cares what she is? We need to do something now. So why did you save us?
Well, we cannot have all the Grey Wardens dying at once, can we? Someone has to deal with these dark spawn. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
Of course not. It changed when most of them were slaughtered. The Grey Wardens are no more. Let someone else do it. Let someone else do it. The land is hardly united thanks to Logain. What would she say? Of course not. Does she say that? In the sense that, you know, because I wonder if in this point she, as I have said 100 times before, she's a Dalish elf. She hates humans. She hates city elves. She is Dalish through and through. She loves her clan. She didn't want to become a Grey Warden. She was kind of forced into it, you know. She didn't want to leave her clan. But now, in this situation, you know, she has become one. She drunk from the sippy cup and is now a fully fledged Grey Warden. She went ahead and, you know, they fought Darkspawn in the tower to light the beacon for nothing, right? For nothing. They, you know, all the Grey Wardens are dead. Well, Ferelden Grey Wardens, I should say. All the Ferelden ones are dead. Duncan's gone. The King's gone. Would she change her opinion or approach about being a Grey Warden at this point? You know, it has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight, or did that change when I wasn't looking? Would she go? Of course not. Because does she feel a bit more part of it? I don't think so. I think she would be first and foremost a Dalish elf. A Grey Warden is just an unplanned consequence of choices that she has made over time. So whether she says it changed when most of them were slaughtered, the Grey Wardens are no more, let someone else do it. I wonder if she would say this in hopes that she would go back to her clan. Yeah, okay, we're going through. Alistair's gonna hate my guts.
Of course. Someone else will realize what needs to be done and act in time and with sufficient sense to solve the problem. No need for you.
But we were fighting the Darkspawn. The king had nearly defeated them. Why would Logain do this?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon.
Then we need to find this Archdemon. What is the Archdemon exactly? Alistair is the real Grey Warden here, not me. Will you help us fight this Blight, Flemeth? We should contact the rest of the Grey Wardens. What could the Turn hope to gain by betraying the king? There's a lot of questions here that I, you know, as someone who loves lore and everything else like that, you know, generally where I can, I will ask every single question under the sun so I can get as much information as possible. Because I've already gotten a lot of this information before, and I can see some of these questions and go, I don't think I'm going to get a codex entry from this. There are some questions I might not ask, just on the basis that I know what the answer is probably going to be. and I don't think I'll get a codex. It's very challenging. I'm trying to roleplay this character as best as I can, and some of these questions are just not what they, what Amara would care about or care to ask about. Like, what could the Turn hope to gain by betraying the king? Not something I think she would care about asking. Like, what? Who cares about the matters of humans, right? I think she would say Alistair is the real Grey Warden here, not me.
All Grey Wardens in Ferelden are gone. Except for us. I've lost everyone. For the love of the Maker, don't back out on me now.
Let me go. Oh, I thought that was going to say I had to leave my clan behind. Let me go back. Damn it. I had to leave my clan behind. I know how you feel. This is a whole lot to take in all at once. So I should take on a suicide mission instead. Oh, pull it together, will you? It's either 1 or 4. Because 1, I'd like to think in the context is being said to say, I had to leave my clan behind, hint hint. I know how you feel, hint hint. I don't want to be here, hint hint. And oh, pull it together, will you, is just a really good, sharp, annoying answer that she could have. But I think with that context of how it's being said, I'd like to think that she is saying, like, it's not, oh, I know how you feel. It's, oi, I've had to do this before. I know how you feel. Sort yourself out.
Then we have to do something. I won't let their deaths be in vain. But I can't do anything on my own.
Then we need to find this archdemon. What is this archdemon exactly? Will you help us fight this blight, Flemeth? Would she ask Flemeth? And that's the other thing, is what does Amara think about Morrigan and Flemeth? I think, as I said, I wish I could, as Amara, romance Morrigan. And I know that on PC you can get a mod where that is possible, but I also know that that mod also breaks things in the later games. But it would be just fabulous if I could, because I think Morrigan is probably going to be the exception to Amara when it comes to humans that she hates, because she's probably going to see that they're not like your usual humans. Does she feel like that with Flemeth, though? At this moment in time. At the moment, she is talking to 2 humans. She's surrounded by humans. She hates humans. And she doesn't know, obviously, Amara doesn't know that Flemeth is Mythal. She doesn't know how much Morrigan and Flemeth know about Elven history. So, I think she would ask, what is this archdemon exactly?
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
Then we need to find this archdemon. Will you help us fight this blight? We should contact... I don't think she would ask any of those questions or statements. I don't think she would do 2, 3, or 4. Yes. Then we need to find this archdemon.
By ourselves? No Grey Warden has ever defeated a blight without the army of a half-dozen nations at his back. Not to mention, I don't know how.
How to kill the archdemon? Or how to raise an army? It seems to me those are 2 different questions, Have the Wardens no allies these days?
I don't know. Duncan said that the Grey Wardens of Orlais had been called, and Arl Eamon would never stand for this, surely.
Arl Eamon, is this somewhat important? Perhaps we could go to him? You think the Arl would believe us over the... Arl Eamon, is this someone important?
I suppose. Arl Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Surely there are other allies we could call on. That sounds like an excellent idea. Keep in mind that Logan was also an honourable man. Everyone will see the danger the Blight poses, right? And say he doesn't help us. What then? It's getting really difficult to roleplay this character when there's no, like, option that feels like something they would say. She certainly would not say that. Sounds like an excellent idea. Sorry, my chair's real squeaky. Surely there are other allies we could call on. That sounds like an excellent idea. Keep in mind that Logan was also an honourable man. And say he doesn't help us. What then?
You have more at your disposal than merely old friends.
Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
I'm gonna be honest, I love this game a lot. I love the story and everything, but that little moment there just feels really cringe. I don't know about you, but this sounds like you've got an army you're pulling together. Oh, can we do this? Can we go and build an army? Well, I mean, we can try. Why not? This isn't what the Grey Wardens... Isn't that what Grey Wardens do? As long as there's some profit in it. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I doubt it will be as easy as that. Oh, can there be a fifth option? I'm an elf. Leave me alone. I want to go back to my clan. I doubt it will be as easy as that.
And when is it ever?
It's always been the Grey Warden's duty to stand against the Blight. And right now, we're the Grey Wardens.
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
As ready as we'll ever be. I'd be happy with just staying alive. I don't suppose you could offer any more help. Yes, thank you for everything, Flemeth. We're going, old woman. Don't push us. I'd be happy with just staying alive. I would say, I reckon she would say this. She's not gonna say that. She's gonna say this. This is probably what I've been waiting for this whole time. We're going, old woman. Don't push us.
Such a tone to take with your rescuer. What short memories. Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
Means you don't get to have your own stew. Stew for one tonight. I think that's an excellent idea. What makes you think we want her? Thank you, but if Morrigan doesn't want... What makes you think we want her? Oh my god, Yep, 2, yep, role-playing, difficult. Of course I want Morrigan in my life, but role-playing as my character, Amara, what makes you think we want her?
Her magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the Horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Very well, we'll take her with us. We'll take her with us. Was this your idea all along? She had better be as useful as you say. Was this your idea all along?
Pardon me, but I had the impression that you two needed assistance, whatever the form.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
I give you that which I value above all in this world. I love that little statement because it's like referencing the fact that, you know, Morrigan is her daughter. Don't believe it's birth daughter, but yes, daughter. It is so interesting to see Morrigan in this game, and then you see what she's like in the Veilguard and the development of her character. I mean, even from this to Inquisition, and how much she grows in her authority. Like, she, in this instance, is kind of like, I'm not ready. What do you mean? And then it's like, there's obviously knowledge that both her and Flemeth have, and obviously she's grown up under under the situation of what she has, and knows a lot. But then you get to her in Inquisition, and it's kind of like she's got this different air about her. You know, it's not just because she's the arcane advisor in Inquisition, but she knows a whole lot more. She's gone through a lot, you know. And then in the Veilguard, it's just this authority that she suddenly has. She is this almost mythical character. I think it's awesome to see her right now in Origins and knowing where she's going to go. I do this because you must succeed. I understand we don't need her help. She won't come to harm with us. I do this because you must succeed. We don't need her help. She won't come to harm. I think she'll just say, I understand.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the Wilds as our first destination. 'Tis not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
I think we should just get underway. Now, I prefer you speak your mind. I have no problems with your presence if Alistair doesn't. Actually, I have some questions. What questions do I have for you?
I may have answers. Ask.
Are you really Flemeth's daughter?
'Twas she who raised me, and thus I consider her my mother, born from her womb or not. 'Tis what you meant, yes?
It's just difficult to imagine her. No, we're not thinking that. I'm just wondering her age.
She would no more tell me than you, I assure you.
Have you never been outside the wilds?
From time to time. I have been to the village I mentioned, watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here.
Is that what you want?
What I want is to see mountains. I wish to witness the ocean and step into its waters. I want to experience a city rather than see it in my mind. So, yes, this is what I want. Actually, leaving is harder than I thought, however. Perhaps Mother is right. It must simply be done quickly.
I love the makeup that they do around Morrigan's eyes, like the purple. Beautiful, particularly against the yellow. Oh, stunning. What a beautiful character. Also, you're not going to be stepping your feet into any water. We don't learn how to swim ever in any Dragon Age. Water, touching it, not a great thing, particularly in this game. We cannot. So it's not going to happen in Origins. Tell me about this village to the north.
'Tis a small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your Imperial Highway where travellers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
A chantry? And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch?
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing.
Is there any reason to go to Lothering then? How are we going to get past the Darkspawn? What skills do you have? Is there any reason to go to Lothering then?
I mention it for its tavern, where travellers gather with news from other places. 'Tis small enough that our appearance might go unnoticed. Beyond that, 'tis close, and I know the way.
How are we going to get past the Darkspawn?
The real question is how we are going to get your friend past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the Darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us.
I don't sense any Darkspawn.
You won't right away. No. It takes time. We should be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent Darkspawn, will always detect us.
Mother has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. 'Tis important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in.
The Darkspawn are camped further in the forest?
They come from underground, like an eruption. They broke through deep within the forest, and that is where they will be most concentrated.
What skills do you have exactly?
I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
I can cook, yes.
Give him a good old slap in the face. Never mind him, you don't have to cook. Then you can substitute for Alistair. Excellent, you'll at least be of some use. Never mind him, you don't have to cook.
You missed your chance. Now it's Charred Rabbit from here on out.
I have no more questions.
Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Dun dun dun. Oh, Alistair approves. That was not the direction of which I thought that was going to go. I said a lot of things that would have made him unhappy. Okay. Well, here we are. With the technical difficulties I have had today, I think we're going to leave it here. I know that when we leave, we get the cutscene with the pup. And while I am excited for you guys to find out what the name of the Mabari will be, I am going to leave that for the next episode and go straight into reading time. So let's have a look at the codexes that we have gotten today. Firstly, let's have a quick look at our 4 quests. Oh my good gracious. Also, my brain is slowly turning off, so it's probably good that we just read rather than me trying to think. So we've got the Isle of Redcliffe, which is seek out Al Eamon. Alistair thinks that you should seek the help of Eamon Gweren, the Isle of Redcliffe. Al Eamon is a highly respected noble and has a great deal of influence in the Landsmeet. Alistair believes that he will certainly aid you once he learns about Logain's betrayal. A paragon of her kind, gain Orzamar's aid in battling the Blight. You need to travel deep underground to the fabled dwarven city of Orzamar to earn the trust of her king and dwarven troops for your army. Or should I say dwarven? The dwarves. As that one guy said when he referred to dwarves. Nature of the beast, gain the cooperation of the Dalish clans. The wandering Dalish elves, if brought together, are a force to be reckoned with. While they remain suspicious of outsiders, they may still honour the old Grey Warden treaties. Go to the Dalish elves and seek their help to fight the Blight. What I find really interesting is that with each of the origins, it ties back to these key quests. So like, if you do the Dwarven, either one of the Dwarven origins, it's kind of linked into this quest, you know, so you can either be a casteless dwarf and kind of know about the... Oh my goodness gracious me, the brain is turned off. What's her name? I keep thinking Jahira, but that's Baldur's Gate. Javia. You hear about her, you meet her, and like the group that they're in, which is like a criminal group, which the name, leaves me. Obviously, the Broken Circle is to do with like if you're a mage, whether you're an elf or a human mage, and you go and do the circle background, you learn all about the circle. You also, if you have a circle background, have a link to the Isle of Redcliffe, because What's-His-Face is in that as well, who uses blood magic in that origin. Also with the dwarven, the noble dwarf origin, you have obviously being a nobility and knowing that one of the options for the King of Orzammar when you go through that is your brother, and he ain't a nice guy. But the one, and being a noble as well, while it's got really nothing to do with the Isle of Redcliffe, it ties into the later missions because you meet Al-Ho and stuff. So obviously with that betrayal, you can finally get your revenge on him later on. And then when you do, if you are a city elf origin, again, you tie into those later missions later on. The only one that doesn't really link back to an origin, the one quest line that doesn't link back to an origin, is the Dalish one, because the Dalish clan that you meet as part of this quest line, Nature of the Beast, is not the Dalish clan that you begin with. It's not Meryl's clan. The only tie-in that we're going to get, going back to Meryl's clan, will be Dragon Age 2, and I'm so excited and keen to see what that is going to look like when we get to that point. Because I wonder if there is going to be any dialogue with Meryl or with the clan in Dragon Age 2 to talk about the clan. Anyway, that's a bit of a tangent, but just something interesting about how all the origins kind of tie back into the main game of this, but then the Dalish elf doesn't. Very strange. And I wonder if that's on purpose, and I don't know if the default choice, if there is ever a default canon playthrough of this as per the BioWare storyline or timeline themselves, is a Dalish elf for that reason. I don't know. Be interested to find out. That's something I haven't really gone looking out for, because I know that at the beginning of Dragon Age 2 they have, you can either bring your Dragon Age Origins story, save file, into Dragon Age 2 to be your history. But then they also have choices, you can choose a background or a what happened in Dragon Age Origins selection, and they have 3 options. I think there's one which is the martyr, which I think is an elf that dies at the end, sacrifices himself, and there's a couple of others. So anyway, huge tangent there. Just something of interest that I've always thought about when I've played this game. Then finally, Broken Circle. Gather the mages of the circle for your army. The Circle of Magi is a group of powerful mages. If you can enlist their help, they will prove formidable against the Darkspawn. The Circle Tower is situated on Lake Calenhad. Alrighty, and then... Oops, that's not the right button. Excuse me. Our codex. Alright, so let's just get rid of all the controls real quickly. I'm sure this is... So, okay, fatigue. Although armor provides great protection, safety comes at a price. Anything heavier than regular clothing causes fatigue, which increases the mana or stamina cost of spells and talents by a percentage. Sturdy armors like plate carry more of a penalty than lightweight leathers, but some talents, like the warrior's powerful, can reduce the effect of fatigue. So what that's suggesting is the percentage of the fatigue on the armor is the percentage of which the stamina, or the stamina costs increase. Okay, that's fine for me to know. That is not something I've noticed too much, but I don't look at it too much. Alrighty, reading time for the codex. I don't think we picked up that many, but I guess we'll find out. Creatures. Ogre. Alrighty. Towering over their darkspawn kin, the massive ogres are a rare sight on the battlefield. Traditionally, they only appear during a blight, but some records claim that ogres have been spotted in the deep roads, hunting alone or in small groups. At least one report by the Grey Wardens claims that an ogre was spotted alone in the Kokari Wilds. Claims that an ogre was spotted alone in the Kokari Wilds in 919 Dragon, or the 19th year of the Dragon Age. Though it was weakened and easily dispatched, up to 100 of these creatures can accompany a Darkspawn horde at any one time during a blight, often using their great strength to burst through fortifications and demolish the front lines of the opposing army. They use brute force to charge their enemies like bulls, slam the ground with their fists to shake enemies off their feet, and hurl giant rocks into the face of oncoming foes. Melee can be difficult against a giant that snatches a warrior up in one hand, crushing the life out of him or beating him into oblivion with the other hand. The nimble can try to wiggle his way free, or an ally can attempt an array of stunning blows on an ogre to free the comrade in danger. Grey Warden law urges caution when slaying an ogre. An ogre. Unless it is ensured that they have received a major wound to the head or the heart, it is possible that they are lying dormant and will regenerate to full health within a matter of minutes. During a blight, most Grey Wardens reckon burning all Darkspawn to ashes, dead ogres in particular. Alrighty. The one thing I'm going to have to note about the way that this codex entry works is that because it is a list, if the list is really long, which it will get to, I'm not going to know once it's past the page what I haven't read. So here, I suspect in the future that there are going to be codex entries that I'm going to probably reread on accident. Maybe I'll catch myself out. We'll see. I don't know. But I just thought I'd flag it because it is possible. Items. Harvard's Aegis. Alrighty. This is the shield. So Harvard was Mafarath's closest friend. They were children together in the same Avar clan. They fought side by side in so many battles that Mafarath dubbed him Harvard the Aegis. And I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. It's one of those words that I've never heard someone say. And like with any of those types of words, you kind of just make it up. It's kind of like fantasy words. Like there are always fantasy names and words that when you read them in a book or something, you just kind of make it up and hope for the best. And then someone actually says what the pronunciation is. It's why I will always give big brownie points, big ticks, big green ticks to any book, particularly fantasy, that has like a glossary of pronunciation. I think that is so good because it helps a bunch. It doesn't mean I'm always going to pronounce it right when I read it, but it certainly helps. Anyway, so it goes. It's a bit of another change of pace there, but where was I up to? Yeah, so they fought side by side in so many battles that Mafarath dubbed him Harvard the Aegis, better to have at his side than any shield. Mafarath brought Havard with him to meet with the Tevinters. It was unthinkable to stand before his enemies without his Aegis. When he understood that Mafarath was giving Andraste over to be executed, Havard, unwilling to draw swords against his friend and liege, placed himself between Andraste and the Tevinter soldiers. The Tevinters struck him down, and Mafarath left him for dead. But Aegis was not so easily destroyed. Havard lived and made his way gravely wounded to the gates of Minrathous to stop the execution. Too late. He found only the ashes of the prophet, left to the wind and rain. When his fingers touched the ash, his ears filled with song, and he saw a vision of Andraste dressed in cloth of starlight. She knelt at his side, saying, "Rise, Aegis of the faith, the Maker shall never forget you so long as I remember." His wounds healed instantly, and with new strength, Havard gathered up Andraste's remains and carried them safely back to the lands of the Alamari. Nice. Characters. Oh, every single character, of course, has been updated. Alistair. Alright, I think the second paragraph. His mother was a serving girl who died when Alistair was very young. He was raised by Eamon Gweren, Earl of Redcliffe, for a time. It is interesting that you learn this in the Codex. He doesn't, obviously, we know that Alistair is the bastard to King Marek, so Kaelin was his half-brother. We learn that when we travel to Redcliffe, which we're not going to do first. We are absolutely going to go and recruit Wynne. Of course we are. Be an idiot not to. So we will be going to the Circle after Lothering, of course. But even that paragraph there, his mother was a servant girl who died when Alistair was very young. He was raised by Aemon Gweren, Isle of Redcliffe, for a time. Has he already mentioned that he was looked after by Aemon? It's probably not a big deal. But, anyway. Spoilers, maybe? I don't know. And yeah, the only reason why, if you haven't watched the other reading times in the other episodes, I only read that paragraph is because we already had the first part. So when they're updated, it will just be a paragraph or something at the bottom somewhere. So that's how we'll read them, is we'll just read the new bit. King Caelan Theron. Yeah, so we have read the first paragraph. So he fell in battle alongside Duncan at Ostagar. Sir Cothran. Some of us know what honour and loyalty are. Is it meant to be Catherine? Anyway, Cothran. Cothran came to Logain's service the hard way. She belonged to a poor family and was out doing work on the farm when she saw a man on horseback being attacked by several bandits. She rushed to his assistance and found out belatedly that the man she saved was none other than the great hero Logain, though she was hardly more than a child. He took her in, offering her a position with the soldiers, and climbed through the ranks through sheer determination. Becoming the commander of Marek's shield, Logain's elite soldiers, was the proudest moment of her life. That is the person who was next to Logain, in case you're wondering when he said, call the retreat. That was her. Duncan! Oh, that was it. That's all he gets. He was killed in battle against overwhelming numbers of Darkspawn at Ostagar alongside King Caelan. You get nothing else on his history. That's that. Close that book. Al Aemon Gweren. Nobility does not exist without obligation. We owe all we have, even our lives, to our land and our people. Ooh, look at that. As the maternal uncle of King Caelan, Al Aemon is one of the king's most trusted advisors. Redcliffe, while not a large or especially wealthy part of Ferelden, is a critical strategic location. The fortress guards the western pass that leads to Orlais, as well as the major trade route with Orzammar. A well-respected man, though not the most charismatic, King Caelan once said of him, my uncle Aemon is a man everyone thinks well of when they remember to think of him at all. That's a bit of a backhanded compliment. Oh yeah, everybody thinks well of him when they ever think of him. It's a bit rude. It's not very nice. Flemeth. Oh my god, have I read anything to do with Flemeth? Was this updated? I don't think we've read this, so I'm going to read all of it, but apologies if we have already read it. You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Ages ago, legend says Ban Conobar took to wife a beautiful young woman who harboured a secret talent for magic, Flemeth of High Ever, and for a time they lived happily until the arrival of a young poet, Osen, who captured the lady's heart with his verse. They turned to the Chasen tribes for help and hid from Conobar's wrath in the wilds until word came to them that Conobar lay dying. His last wish was to see Flemeth's face one final time. The lovers returned, but it was a trap. Conobar killed Osen and imprisoned Flemeth in the highest tower of the castle. In grief and rage, Flemeth worked a spell to summon a spirit into this world to wreak vengeance upon her husband. Methal! Vengeance she received, but not as she planned. The spirit took possession of her, turning Flemeth into an abomination. A twisted, maddened creature, she slaughtered Conobar and all his men and fled back into the wilds. For 100 years, Flemeth plotted stealing men from the Chasen to sire monstrous daughters, horrific things that could kill a man with fear. These Kokari witches led an army of Chasen from the wilds to strike at Alamari tribes. They were defeated by the hero Cormac, and all the witches burned, so they say, but even now the wilders whisper that Flemeth lives on in the marsh, and she and her daughters steal those men who come too near. Morrigan's mother saved the last Grey Wardens from death at the top of the Tower of Ashal, but just who or what Flemeth truly is a mystery. She's Methal! Anyway. And I think they reference her being like vengeance, because we know one of the big lore bomb drops in the Veilguard is the fact that the Evernuris are spirits turned like into a physical form of an elf. And I think she was I reckon there's a line that Morrigan says in the Veilguard, which basically says, you know, this particular spirit emotion can easily turn to vengeance or something like that. Anyway, whatever the line is that is there, I'd like to think that they called back to this codex for that, if that is the case. But yes, no. That spirit, that was Mathal's essence, thank you very much. Logan McTeer. We have read all of this, I recall, because I talked about him in the Stolen Throne. The last paragraph, during the battle of... During the battle at Ostagar, he fled the field, leaving King Kaelin and the Grey Wardens to die. Dun dun. Morrigan! Have we gotten her before? Which of the Wild Such Idle Fancies, though whose... I think... we have received this before. Yeah, so of herself, Morrigan says little. She does not deny being a witch of the wilds, but beyond that, everything about her is in question. Her mother claims to be Flemeth. If that's not true... Sorry. Oh my goodness. Her mother claims to be Flemeth. If that's true, the Morrigan might well be a very powerful witch. The Morrigan! She does deserve the. The Morrigan might well be a very powerful witch. But the tales of the daughters of Flemeth tell of twisted, monstrous women who can kill a man with fear. She was made to accompany the surviving Grey Wardens, the payment, Flemeth said, for saving their lives at the Tower of Ashal. We would not have anything more for win. Okay, yep. Nice. Books and songs. Oh, cool. Yeah, the History of the Chantry, Chapter 1. I think this is the only codex I picked up that isn't like a story-based codex. Buckle yourselves in for the History of the Chantry, the totally not corrupt and terrible, like, religious thing in this, in this world of Thedas. Oh, goodness gracious me. Anyway. The History of the Chantry, Chapter 1. The first blight devastated the Tevinter Imperium. Not only had the Darkspawn ravaged the countryside, but Tevinter citizens had to face the fact that their own gods had turned against them. Dumat, the old god, once known as the Dragon of Silence, had risen to silence the world, and despite the frenzied pleas for help, the other old gods did nothing. The people of the Imperium began to question their faith, murdering priests and burning temples to punish their gods for not returning to help. In those days, even after the devastation of the First Blight, the Imperium stretched across the known world. Fringed with barbarian tribes, the Imperium was well prepared for invasions and attacks from without. Fitting, then, that the story of its downfall begins from within. The people of the far northern and eastern reaches of the Imperium rose up against their powerful overlords in the rebellion. The Tevinter magisters summoned demons to put down these small rebellions, leaving corpses to burn as examples to all who would dare revolt. The Imperium began to tear itself apart from within, throngs of angry and disillusioned citizens doing what centuries of opposing armies could not. But the magisters were confident in their power, and they could not imagine surviving a blight only to be destroyed by their own subjects. Even after the blight, Tevinter commanded an army larger than that of any other organised nation in Thedas, but that army was scattered and its morale dwindling. The ruin of Tevinter was such that the Alamari barbarians who had spread their clans and holds over the wilderness of the Ferelden Valley at the south... You know when you read and then you realise you're not reading? I'm sure I said all of those words right, but I'm going to start that paragraph again. Even after the blight, Tevinter commanded an army larger than that of any other organised nation in Thedas, but that army was scattered and its morale dwindling. The ruin of Tevinter was such that the Alamari barbarians, who had spread their clans and holds over the wilderness of the Ferelden Valley at the far southeast of the edge of the Imperium, saw weakness in their enemy, and after an age of oppression embarked on a campaign not only to free their own lands, but to bring down mighty Tevinter as well. The leaders of that blessed campaign were the great barbarian warlord Mafarath and his wife Andraste. Their dreams and ambitions would change the world forever, from the tales of the destruction of Thedas by Brother Genitivi, Chantry Scholar. And that finishes up our reading time. And actually something that I wanted to make mention here in this chapter, as I was reading it, what did it bring to mind? Yes, talking about Demart the Old God, once known as the Dragon of Silence. We'll get to the Codex eventually when we get to the relevant game. I think it's in the Veilguard where they make the matches between Elven God and their relevant... it has to be the Veilguard because that's when they make that connection between the Elven God and... Sorry, the Evanurus and the Old Gods. And they talk about which dragon was associated with the relevant Elven God. And I don't remember who they said was for Dumart, the Dragon of Silence. I've got no memory on that. But is that the same one as well? Because they also talked about how, like, maybe this person liked frogs or toads or something. Like, there was something to do with toads. Anyway, we'll get to that point when we get to that codex. But it's one of those interesting things of, like I mentioned before, with Elganon and Gillenane in the Veilguard, you learn about, you know, how they've utilised the Blight in the evil way, and you can see their tyrannical selves, and you get to see how they were tyrannical and what they did and how they used their powers for bad and everything else like that. But you don't really get that insight to the other Elven gods. We don't know how Juno did it. And as I mentioned, I think in episode 2, when we see the Alluvian and Duncan mentions about how it's got the Blight in it and how using this particular mirror over and over again, like it as I said, it seeps into the people, and like whether or not that's part of June's thing to be able to control them, because it was all about being able to control the elves using the Blight or control things with the Blight. So whether or not that's June's, but like we don't hear about Silaze or anything like that. Like Silaze was the Hearthkeeper or the one to do with fire. So I imagine that probably fire was their power, and they probably burned a whole bunch of people, and it was awful. But that's the thing, like you don't really hear about all the others and their evil business. So I like how they kind of touch on that in a codex entry, I believe in the Veilguard, where they talk about which dragon was for which dragon was for each Elven god. But I want to know more about the badness of the other Elven gods. I want to know more about that. Anyway, maybe, as I said, maybe there is a codex entry that goes into that, and maybe I didn't find it in the Veilguard, and maybe when we get to it and we play through it, and we go through it, maybe I'll find it. Maybe my questions will be answered. Or maybe there is something somewhere on the line that I just haven't seen. But anyway, with all that being said and done, we are all done with this episode, and we're going to close out episode 4 here. I apologize about the weird technical difficulties that we had there. I've never experienced the game's music just not working and having to do a complete turn off of my system to then turn it back on for it to work. That's never happened before. So experiencing new things, almost like, you know, but this isn't a first playthrough, but we're definitely experiencing things that we've never experienced before with this game. So hey, you get a little bit of both, I guess. But with that all being said and done, we've got Morrigan on the party now, which is so exciting. As I've mentioned, one of my favorite characters, if not my favorite character in all of the series. And it's really sad that she's not in Dragon Age 2. You know, she's in all the other games and is such a key character, but she doesn't make it into Dragon Age 2. So it goes, you know, we get her later on and she becomes this awesome authoritative character later on. And I mean, she gets that anyway. Later on in the game, she gets a bit more authoritative as well. She gets that authority in her, particularly when she hint Alistair, you're going to have an interesting experience later on in this game. I I wonder if he'll even go through with it, because he's going to hate my guts at the end of this. Anyway, I guess we'll find out if we're going to get Kieran or not by the end of it. But anyway, wrapping this up. Thank you so much for joining me in this episode. In the next one, we'll get our Mabari hound. So you will find out what I'm going to be naming my Mabari, which I think will be an awesome name and will really solidify the fact that Amara is truly and honestly Solas's worst nightmare. So I'm looking forward to giving the Mabari hound the name that I'm thinking of. And yeah, and then we're going to go through Lothering, we're going to find Liliana and Sten, we're going to start getting all of these companions together, and it's going to be great. I have no idea how I'll play Amara when it comes to the Canary, because I don't know what the Dalish's feelings are about the Canary, other than maybe just uncertainty, because of the not really knowing what they are, and what, you know, maybe it's just the fear of the unknown, I'm not too sure, but I'm so excited about going through this. We have unfortunately lost Duncan and King Kaelin. It's really the big sads, like RIP, truly, on those two characters. But that's it. Thank you so much for being here and watching this episode. Make sure to subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with the latest episodes as they come out. Ring the bell, all those types of cool things. Like the video as well if you enjoy it. And leave a comment. You know, I think I had a couple of questions in there. I think I've answered the fatigue question, but I'd be interested to know more about how you guys feel you're impacted by the fatigue. And is it different based on the difficulty? I don't usually play higher than normal. I'm not someone who likes to challenge myself in that way. I'm more of a story person than I am a challenge myself with a high difficulty type person. So does it change depending on the difficulty? I'd be interested to know. But anyway, yeah, so like the video, subscribe, ring the bell, leave a comment, do all those cool things. And I'll see you in the next episode where we will continue this awesome story analysis journey. And yeah, I really look forward to continuing igniting the story with you. So yes, thank you so much. Bye!